Brown ball.
Well, he's played on that red he's had a quick look at, but he's left the cue ball a little bit
5.
short. Just depends whether he fancies the pot, because he will be splitting on the reds here. He can get himself back for the blue. As you can see at the moment, black and pink pretty much out of commission.
Ah, well, an uninvited visitor has interrupted him. He's a vegan, Peter, so I'm sure he'll be humane in dispatching that particular visitor. Not everyone would be.
Peter Ebden, 5.
Well, it was always going to be a difficult one with the rest. He knew that as soon as he fell short on that red, and he's left a good angle as we watch the replay. And that one has just chipped off that other red, and he's left the same red onto the middle for Ricky, and he can get himself onto the black here.
One.
Well, he's left it short on the blue. Thought he might have tried to just drop that onto the cushion for the black.
Six.
A little bit unlucky, just finished a little bit in no man's land. So I don't think he'll be taking anything on here. Could cut this red back to the right corner. It's a thin cut though. Well, that's a great shot.
7.
Well, he's got the brown to the middle if he wants to attack.
I get the feeling he will attack because he knows what can happen if you get drawn into Peter Ebden style of match.
Ricky Walden, 7.
He's rolled up to the green there, which is fair enough, but I think in general he knows that if it becomes a safety battle, then Peter Ebden is going to be a heavy favourite.
I mean, all he wants to try and do is just get through this match, doesn't he? Hope that the cue does turn up.
By 4 cue point, please. 5.
Well, Ebden played a great shot from where he was. Just saw Ricky Walden just tap the table in appreciation. .30 in the world coming here, Ebden, so needs points on board. Of course, he's going to be at the China Open as of right as defending champion, but after that tournament, it'll be the seedings for the World Championship, and he wants to still be in the top 32, so there's only one match to get to the Crucible.
There's that new cue with the fibre ferrule. Hang on. And Steve Davis has gone to that. Normally the lads play with a brass ferrule, but Steve Davis has got his cue's got a fibre ferrule on it.
Just held his hand up there. He got a little lucky, really, not to leave that red to the middle.
Another chance here for Peter then. Would help if you can just float this in and stay on the pink.
One.
Played it well. This is a good chance now.
I think there's something on the ball that flies on the pink, and it ain't budging.
We'll be in a minute.
Well, it's clearly a little problem, this. A few insects in the air.
Can you sit down? Sit down, please.
Now, it's a human, I think, causing
Stay
trouble
still.
now. Someone in the audience, and they're taking a picture or moving about, whatever. And he's missed the pink.
Peter Ebden, one.
Well, it can't have helped all that, certainly.
One. Eight. 9.
Well, a couple of distractions there for Peter Ebden, and missing that pink. I think he might have just handed this first frame here to Ricky.
Yeah. 14. Yeah. Thanks. 15.
Well, I'm sure this is a chance he wasn't expecting to get, or certainly not as soon as he did.
$23.
So this black, and Peter Ebden's going to need a snooker.
$30.
Bit of a scrappy start. Certainly Ebden, he wasn't helped by a bit of movement in the audience. But in general, he hasn't quite settled down.
38.
No, I don't think we'll see Peter coming back to the table here.
Yeah. Ricky Walden, 38, and the first frame.
Yes, he's seen enough of that frame. One to forget for him, really. Ricky Walden, the more satisfied of the two, obviously, having won it. First to 5 then to reach the second round here in Haikou, and it's Ricky Walden who's made the better start. He leads Peter Ebdon by 1 frame to 0.
It's in, and Zambia are champions of Africa. Messi, 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 Messi. Absolutely brilliant, and Von still hungry. Finish there, that is incredible. Ali Carter! Wow! Oh, what a shot! The atmosphere rising. Oh! Touchdown! Absolutely sensational! Just love that.
All sports, all emotions. 2013 on Eurosport 2.
So Peter Ebdon a frame down here to Ricky Walden, day 1 of the Haikou World Open from Hainan Island in China. Well, this was the pink that he missed, but before he missed it, there was definitely some movement in his eye line, which just caused him to get up and get back down again, so his concentration was affected. And just while we were at the break there, he was speaking to the referee, Brendan Moore, about what happened, and Brendan was reiterating that he had tried to tell them to keep still, but because it only takes one person to put you off, particularly when it's in your eye line. That's the worst really for a player. And of course from that, Walden made the break to win the frame. So it's already going better for Ricky Walden than the last time these two played. That was 6-0 to Ebdon in Chengdu, the International Championship quarter-finals earlier this season. Meanwhile, Alan McManus is still in the first frame against Lin Shui, the 19-year-old wildcard. We'll be with that one later on this channel, but at the moment they're in the first frame. McManus 11 points in front with 4 reds on.
Ricky Walden to break.
Ricky Walden then 1-0 up. This is frame 2.
Different break there, plain ball break off the side of the pack. With the boys swing the white around off 4 cushions.
Don't let them in.
Oh, that's unlucky. See that red go back over that corner. This is cuttable for Ricky here. It's just a question of where the cue ball finishes. Doesn't want it in there.
Foul. Peter Ebdon 4. One second, it's got to mark a second. Ben, take a red off.
Well, I think they put a stray point on the scoreboard in the arena, so Brendan's
Remove red.
been busy so far, Brendan, hasn't he? Gone over to try and get that taken off. Hasn't affected our graphic. I can tell you, by the way, Ricky, he is using Maguire's cue, but he's also wearing his waistcoat because his clothes didn't turn up either. So he's kind of doing a sort of snooker stars in their eyes here. He's being Stephen Maguire. Well, he won the last tournament, so maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Press F. Press F. F. And red, get rid of the red. One.
Wanted a bit more on that to try and get round for the blue. The question is, did he take on a pot here? The red over the corner. He could just lay the white to the side cushion, actually, cover things up.
Green ball. Peter Ebden 1.
Now, as Ricky covered this red over the corner, Peter might be able to play a plant one onto the other. Might be able to see enough of it, actually, direct. Oh, that's no good. I can only assume he was trying to get back for the pink there, but I think he was having to play a little swerve shot around the first red, and the side has just killed the white, so it'll have to be a safety from here. Oh, some more disturbance right in Peter's eye
Stop people
line.
coming in during a frame, please. Stop them coming in and just stay still. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that the stewards have to be told that not to allow people in during the frame. Normally, it shouldn't happen. Wait till the end of the frame. There's just one or two people walking around, and again, it was in Peter's eye line.
Well, it's not helping his mood. He's already not in the best of spirits because he hasn't played well yet. Well, he's taken the yellow one. I wonder if he would have done that, but for that interruption. I think that was a bit of frustration. It's not really like Ebden to play a shot like that. So things have kind of conspired against him so far.
One.
And Ricky Walden looking to take advantage.
3. Four.
Wonder if they've got a rental agreement for them too. It's Stephen rented by the frame. The cue. He's doing alright with that actually. It's much easier when you're close in. It's just when you're having to get involved in a tactical battle, when you have to play with side and stuff like that. Because you're obviously not used to the throw of the cue, you're used to your own cue, which you've had
12.
for years. But these players can play with it, pretty much anything actually, but I say it's just when it comes down to the nitty-gritty stuff with regards to the safety, having to plough side on the cue ball, but down this end of the table, if it's keep it pretty simple, it's not too bad.
90.
Horrible feeling to be stood at the airport. All the bags come round, yours isn't there.
20. $27. 28.
Might go a little bit straight on this black, but he's got a couple of reds to the left centre. I'm talking about the players though, Dave. What about the referees? If their cue hadn't turned up as well. Bit of mismatch in the tournament office, wasn't it? A rack of suits and shirts and shoes.
35.
I'll pop this one into the centre, screw back for the black. He's playing the left on one actually, he's got a little bit more angle on it. Good shot.
36.
He's got a touch far there to hold for this red. He might play a little cannon into the right on one of the two near the pink. Just gone away from them slightly. I think he's still on this bottom red.
43. Ricky Walden, 43.
Well, I just caught the jaw and stayed out, as you saw, just a bit further away from it, I think, than he would have liked. At least he didn't bang the cue. I'm not sure, I mean, Maguire has done that a few times. I'm not sure he'd quite like it if someone else did it to his cue.
One.
Good pot from there.
On the spot, Peter.
Well, vegan or not, I'm not sure how much more charitable he's going to be to these flyers that keep on interrupting him, because he needs to concentrate. It's what he's been unable to do for a variety of reasons so far, but this is a chance to put a few points together.
6. You have to stay
Well,
still. Sit down and
it's
stay
just getting
still.
worse for him.
Thank you.
Every time he gets down, someone seems to be in the way or moving around.
Well, he's done well there, because the last time it happened, he missed the pink and it cost him the opening frame.
Peter Ebden 7.
Well, he missed the contact on the intended reds, but he's finished fairly safe. There's a possible cross double here for Peter into the left middle. I think he can avoid the reds down this end of the table, because he's going to have to hit that one fairly thick. Oh, that's unlucky. He's just got the flick off the green. It's going from bad to worse here for Peter Ebden, but I think he might have got away with it. Unless we can swerve around the brown. Let's have a look then, see what Hawkeye sees. Well, obviously you can't see the potting angle. I mean, he can play it cushioned first. Just try and push the red down the table. Another bad shot from Peter there, but Ricky will just come off this right hand red. Send the cue ball up and down. That's a pretty good shot. Great pace on the cue ball. A nice shot there from Ricky. Well, he's caught the brown. He has left this right onto the corner here for Peter, but he's going to have to play it with a lot of side to avoid the pink and the black there. Put the right hand side on the cue ball. Well played. And those are the sort of shots that you have to have a lot of time with if you've got a new cue. It's applying the side and having the confidence with the cue. A little bit surprised if he has changed cues mid-season. Normally the boys tended to do it during the summer after the World Championship, but of course the calendar is a lot fuller these days. It's a 10-11 month season now, and they don't have a lot of time to bring in a new cue. One or two players have changed the cues over the years. You have to have the courage to do it, but there comes a point, there is a time when you have to do it. Sometimes for reasons, whether the old cue is just breaking down and getting a little bit brittle and fells snapping off and things.
Yes, and in the other cue he had, the last cue he had that sort of overhanging tip, didn't he? Which was quite distinctive, but this one's a lot different, really. I think he's always been a difficult player to sort of predict, Peter Ebdon, and maybe that's been why he's been so successful.
11. Well,
that's unlucky. Well, he chose to run into the red instead of getting in behind it. He was hoping to obviously bounce it into a position for the left centre, but it's still onto the corner here, but it's not an easy pot. Might take it on. Can come back for the black. He's only 11 points behind now in this one. Well, he's electing to play the safety, trying to get the white in behind the brown.
Peter Ebdon 90.
That looks pretty good. No, well played. That's a good shot at this stage because all the balls in the open, so Ricky has to be careful here. Looks like he's going between the green and the blue. Well, he needs that to be tight to the cushion. I think that could be the end of this second frame. It should be.
I think Ebdon needs to win it here. He's been a little bit riled with various things going on around and about him, and if he can win this frame, it might just settle him.
1.
But he's left that one a little bit short. He's going away from the yellow here unless he plays a cannon into it, but that could finish anywhere. Well, there you go. That's because he left himself short on the brown.
5. Peter Ebdon 5.
Well, he killed the white pretty well at the other end, and it's just glanced off the black. I think Peter can see some of this yellow. He can use the black as a stopper, actually. Ah, well, it's caught it far too thick. Oh, he's got away with that. If that catches the blue, that would have been danger.
Yeah, it was a big moment that. He knew it. Because that could have been 2-0 there.
Foul on miss. Peter Ebden 4.
Right, it's going back again. 25-minute frame already. Peter Ebden looking for one more chance. He's just had a good chance to win it. And he might have another one in a moment.
Not bad now. He'll settle for that. I think he's got one back. That's a good shot from Peter as well. Having to play a slight swerve, but he got the right contact on the yellow. I think Ricky again here could play cushion first, just kill the white at this end. Might get a snooker here. Great shot. If it misses the brown, he has got a snooker. Well played. Ricky might refuse the pot here, just play it on the thinner side. Try and put the yellow behind the brown. Well, I think that was an attempted pot actually. Well, there's a chance here for Peter, but he's colliding into the brown here. So he might just try and put the white behind the brown, yellow up and down. Big frame for Peter Ebden though, I feel, just to get his mindset right again. Well, that's a great pot. Chose to take it on and he was able to avoid the brown. What a shot that is. Absolutely perfect on the green. Now he needs up to including the pink here to take the second frame.
5.
Well, regardless of the vagaries of form, he's still a great competitor, Ebden.
14.
Well, that's gone away from him. Does he take the pot on here? Again, he could play the cross double, but this is some pot to take onto the middle. And of course, it's frame ball. Anywhere but there. Big shot. If he misses this and leaves things on and goes 2-0 behind, I think he's playing the safety.
Peter Ebden.
Doesn't want that to bounce too hard off the cushion though, because he's now left this on. Now normally I'd fancy Ricky for this, but with Steve McQuire's cue and having to play this with a touch of side, it's different. And I'm sure he's thinking that as well. But if he knocks it in, he's bound to be on the black. Well, that was one of those occasions, not knowing how the cue throws. He's not had a lot of time with the cue. And of course now Peter Ebden only requires the pink.
Which he hasn't potted. Well, he's had a lot of chances, hasn't he, to win this frame.
Well, he was hoping to kill the white nearer to the cushion than that, and this is another chance here for Ricky. Just a good pot on the pink. Peter's just nudged the black a little bit closer to that corner pocket. If this goes in, it's 2-0. Well played.
6.
Oh, slow down. I say 2-0. Anyway, but there. It's a thin cut on the black, and the white's flying around the table. You'll be aware that this white might go into the centre pocket.
It's been that sort of frame, hasn't it? It's been hard work for both of them. This man Ebden had a few great chances to win it. Ricky Walden needs the black for 2-0.
Yeah, and this still needs potting.
13. Frame.
Well, it's in,
Ricky Walden.
and it's 2-0, and I think he's as surprised as anyone, really, because Ebden had good chances there to win that frame, but it's gone to Ricky Walden. Could be a big early moment, because he leads here by 2 frames to 0. There are 3 other tables in operation. Mark Joyce is 2-0 up in his match against Nopon Sangham of Thailand. Nigel Bond trailing 1-0 to Zhu Yinghui. And the match on table 2, the other television table, Alan McManus against Lin Shuai. McManus won a very tight and long first frame. So he's leading 1-0. And we can go over there now and join that match. And you can see they're in frame 2. Lin
19.
is 30 points to 7 in front in this frame. Well, because Eurosport 1 are going to be coming on air very shortly, they're going to take the
20.
Peter Ebden Ricky Walden match, so we're now going to focus on this one. Lin Shuai, a 19-year-old wild card, and as we know from experience, these young wild cards are very dangerous. Alan McManus won't know much about him, but he's about to find out a bit about him over the next couple of hours or so. McManus did win that tight opener, but this is a great chance to make it 1 apiece.
33.
Very difficult round this for the qualifiers. They've already qualified for the tournament, which takes some doing in itself, and then you're thrown in against what usually is an unknown
34.
quantity who's not under the same pressure because they can't earn ranking points or prize money. In years gone by, the wildcards frankly weren't all that good, but that's changed. They're really good now.
But especially because a lot of them have been on the professional circuit, dropped off the circuit for some reason,
40.
and no, they're very good players. Just left this one a little bit awkward. All he has to do is just drop this in really for the next red, but bridging over this red, this could be missed. This might be the chance for Alan to get back into this frame. We shall see. Missed it.
41.
Well, the yellow saved as a red on the cushion, but McManus happy to be back at the table because he was only a couple of balls there from losing that frame.
And it's nice to see Alan back on our screens again, David. We know how well he did in the Welsh Open. He nearly put out the eventual winner. Steve Maguire took him all the way, and played well down there in Newport. So nice to see him qualify for this one as well. Popped his head in for a day to see us.
Yes, he prefers playing, and as you say, he's starting to play well again. 48th in the world now. Did go up a few places after Newport. And both his world ranking titles have come on foreign shores. Dubai Classic 1994 and the Thailand Open 1996. Of course, he also won the Masters at Wembley in 94.
9.
Well, I did say it took Stephen all the way. Actually lost 5-3 to Stephen Maguire in the quarterfinals in Newport. Played well though. Got to tackle that awkward red on the side cushion there, and of course the yellow as well. No, will he try and give this a nudge, or will he play in behind it? Is he thinking the cross double here? Or is he just going to play a safety?
23.
Might be trying to put the white in behind the black. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was going to say, didn't want that in.
23.
But that's a very clever shot. Taking the opportunity to take the yellow off the cushion. Didn't quite get the white where we wanted it, but it's okay. I think Alan felt that might have moved a little bit. Didn't intend the double kiss, of course, but could find himself in trouble after this one now. Gone for the double. Treble.
1.
Ah, unbelievable. So look at this again. It was played for the double. It's just checked back off that second cushion. What a bonus that is. Bang on the black, all the colours. And now I think Alan wishes he'd not taken the yellow off the cushion a few minutes ago.
8.
It doesn't really matter because that black was frame ball.
Ten. Thirteen. 17.
Remember, this is in the wildcard round. The winner plays John Higgins, great friend of Alan McManus, but no guarantee it's going to be an all-Scottish
22.
affair. Because Lin Shui has got his first frame on the board here.
28.
Courtesy of a fluke.
And a break. Ling Shui.
So it's one apiece. Didn't win the frame at the first time of asking, but he's got it on the board now, and we're all square here in Haikou.
Funny old game, snooker. It's a game that can go either way, turning quickly from misery to joy, where success requires special vision and a very cool head. Without them, the wheels too easily fall off. Haikou World Open, every day, live on Eurosport 2. In WWE's This Week, follow the rise and falls of the meanest wrestlers on the planet. And then check out their idols. Livens up any Wednesday night. WWE, This Week and Vintage Collection, Wednesday night on Eurosport 2.
A reminder that Ricky Walden against Peter Ebdon is live on Eurosport 1 right now, but here on Eurosport 2, Alan McManus 1, Lin Shui 1. Lin winning that second frame. Went for the double on the last red, in fact trebled it. So a little bit fortunate, but anyway, we're level. Alan McManus there just waiting to get this next frame underway. Won some good matches, but some good players to qualify, did McManus. It was just before Christmas.
Third break. Ling
Beat
Shui
Martin
break.
O'Donnell, Jamie Jones, Tom Ford. So 3 good wins to get here, but obviously he wants to keep going and set up that match with John Higgins. Lin Shui will have other ideas.
Well, this could be a case really that we often see reds go down the other end of the table and they finish up just running into the pack, and then a re-rack occurs. We shall see. That might be 4 or 5 shots in. Well, I'll run into the pack. Now, is that touching? Yep. Much easier to play away, of course, and put the white behind the black. Not on this occasion. Well, if Alan just runs into the pack here, I think we're heading for a re-rack here, because this is going to be a stalemate. There's no way, unless one player takes a risk and takes a ball on. I think Zhu Ying might be asking the lads in a couple of shots' time, because I don't think this is going anywhere. Well, he might have just left this left-hand red on to the middle, but it's tough. Well, surely Zhu Ying must be thinking about asking the boys for a re-rack. Touching ball declared once more. Alan McManus won't mind this. He likes these little tactical battles. He's looking to open up a few more here. Well, we're gradually getting them open. Not quite touching this time. But again, I'm going to be looking to get the white back towards the top cushion. Going to make sure it doesn't leave that red on to the left middle there. I'm pretty much looking to cover that red on the left cushion. Ah, right. Oh, hang on.
One.
Oh, he's fluked one again into that same middle.
His favourite pocket, that one, and he's on the black as well.
Imagine if he can pop this in.
Yes, he was very close to that, and he's missed it.
In shot, 1.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. Alan's got the red into the green pocket. You can also play this one into the yellow and screw back for the black. Great shot.
Eight. Nine.
Well, I hope he hasn't covered himself on this left-hand red. I think he's okay. Plenty of reds in the open here for Alan. Try and put something together. Got to try and open them up a little bit more at this end. It's got a slight angle to come through for the black, but he could hold for the green or the brown.
30, yeah.
Got a kick there. You just saw the red jump off the bed of the table.
Su Ying cleaning the cue ball. She had a memorable first ranking final just last week in Wales. 9-8 thriller that Steve Maguire won against Stuart Bingham. And what it meant was that the last 12 ranking events have been won by 12 different players. Incredible, really.
16. Yeah.
There's another kick. He's asking Ivy to get the fly off the black there. Had a few problems on the other table.
Well, that's gone wrong. I don't think he's on the red to the middle either. Well, that's a tremendous recovery pot. Slow down. Oh, is he on this blue? If not, he'll be tucking in behind the yellow.
Blue ball.
Well, it seems he can just see enough of it.
Very confident red he potted, and I think it just shows how good he's feeling at the moment. That good run in Wales. He played really well in the match he lost to Maguire, and good to see him again playing confidently. He's been sort of stuck in the qualifiers for a few years, but back at the venues and determined, of course, to make the most of it.
31. Thirty-eight.
Wow, that's a bad miss considering he was going well there. Well, Alan was having a look at the red. I think he felt he got a bit of a kick. He attempted that red to the middle.
1.
Just finished a little bit straight on this blue, so he might have to just drop it in for the right hand red. Could hold the white in the middle of the table. I've seen a lot of this lad on our screens, of course, only in this sort of wild card situation, but he looks pretty competent. Mind you, all these lads in China can play, there's no doubt about that. They want to emulate their hero Ding Junhui. Ah.
6.
Another chance then for Alan McManus. 31 points in front as he comes to the table.
1.
Of course, you talk about Ding in China. Alan McManus came through just after Stephen Hendry in Scotland, who was Scotland's first, in the modern game, first world-class professional in terms of winning tournaments. And in turn, McManus
8.
mentored John Higgins when he was a teenager. He could play Higgins in the next round. Of course, we know how successful he's been. Graham Dott, Stephen Maguire as well, and plenty of others from Scotland.
9.
It's always good to have someone to look up to, and you couldn't have asked for anyone better than Stephen Hendry.
Well, he's got a perfect angle here just to go into these four reds. If he wishes, he could be pushing one towards his left corner. Still needs a couple of reds here. Oh, he didn't contact them very well. Could have easily played on the open red, but he's out of position. 67 left. 45 are in the frame.
Alan McManus 14.
Great pot. Needs a nice cannon. If that
1.
bounces, that will do nicely. What a shot that was. Short on the blue, got the option of the pink. Well, caught the wrong side of the red, if anything. Still left in pots on though.
10.
To either corner pocket. Can he knock one in here? Continue the break.
11.
Well played.
Seventeen. 18. 23. 23.
Well, he'd done everything right up to there and missed the final red. In good position. He might have just handed this frame back to Alan now, because he needs the red and the blue.
That was surprising. I was just thinking how confident he was looking, going around the table, really going for his shots, but that one didn't go in.
1.
McManus a bit relieved.
Absolutely. This is frame ball.
Really, the wildcard round for the qualifiers is just about getting through. It'd be a completely different scenario if he does get through. Plays John Higgins, of course, will be a big favourite to beat him. But you kind of want to hide into nothing here.
11.
As a qualifier, you've already done the hard work, and then you're having to do the even harder work.
And the other thing is as well, David, you notice that John Higgins isn't playing at his best either. And he played well last week in Wales, as we've already said. Alan's looking pretty confident, so he's thinking, if I come through this, I've got to have a chance against John Higgins.
Well, absolutely, because he lost Higgins in Wales to Ken Doherty, a player of Alan's vintage.
20.
Well, he was relieved that Lin Shui missed that last red unexpectedly, because he was going well up to that point.
26.
McManus has done enough here to go back in front. So it's the Glaswegian who leads by 2 frames to 1. We have one more frame to come before the mid-session break. There is one match that's reached the interval. Mark Joyce leading 3-1 against Nopan Sengkam of Thailand. 2-0 still to Ricky Walden against Peter Ebden, although it's going to be 2-1 because Ebden's 40 points in front on the colours. So, barring a lot of snookers there, it's going to be 2-1. That's on Eurosport 1 right now. The other match, Nigel Bond, 1 each with Zhu Yinghui. And the interesting thing about that is that's for a place in the last 16, because Ali Carter, who the winner was due to play in the last 32, has withdrawn, citing illness. So, it's a big match, really, for Nigel Bond. You have to say that's a big match for him. 1 apiece at the moment in that one. Well, it's 2-1 here. McManus trying to get to 3-1 at the interval, get a good cushion. Certainly, I think there's been a few little kicks and bad contacts that haven't helped. But he's seen it all before in a career that's a professional career that's been going now for 23 years. Alan McManus was once a size 6 in the world, now 48th. But as we've been saying, on a bit of a resurgence in the last few months of this season, having qualified just before Christmas for this tournament and then kept it going, got to the Welsh Open quarter-finals last week. And I'm sure now looking to press on and really take control of this match. There's no doubt, in terms of obviously experience and knowledge of the game, he's well in front. But we've seen Lin Shui, he's a very confident player. He goes for his shots, and he was just one miss in that last frame that cost him, really, because all the balls were there for the taking. As you can see, Alan's just being made to wait just to throw it forward. So our next session, which will be 11:30 British time, again we're live on both channels. Simon Bedford, hoping it'll be a better day for Bradford, which is where he's from, than it was yesterday in the football. He's up against Lou Hyashun, 15 years of age, quarter-finalist in the International Championship earlier this season as a wild card. And an entertaining match here on table 2. Mark Davis, of course, now in the top 16, against Robert Milkins, who was a quarter-finalist himself in Wales just a few days ago. So that'll be an interesting one later on. As you can see, we are waiting. Well, in fact, he's coming back now, so we're ready for frame 4. Salah McManus leads 2-1. This is the last frame before the interval.
Just as well he avoided the double case, but they still left Alan a couple of options on it.
One.
Oh, it wriggled in, but he's in good position now. Let's have a look at this. A little bit more pace and that would have wobbled. Pace of the tables are nice, David.
8.
I know we have a lot of humidity out here in China, but they look pretty quick.
Yeah, you never really know how they're going to play in the Far East, but yeah, I agree. It does look pretty quick so far. No doubt one of the secrets of Alan's longevity is his dedication to the game. He commentated for us at the World Championship for Eurosport down to the semi-finals, and he was going home on the Thursday. I asked him what he was going to do. He said, I'm going to the club to practice. Now, bearing in mind it was the end of the season, but just shows how dedicated he is to the game. He's never been one to go off the rails in any way.
$24. $25. $32.
Still got the one loose red there left of the pack, but he could leave himself an angle on the black here to get into them.
$33.
One Wonder whether he might play the pink here. He's left himself too straight on the black. Just enough angle to go around off 2 cushions. Well, there's not much there, but there's some. Played the power stun, but would like to have been
40.
a lot closer to this red than he is at the moment. Should knock this in, really. Stun down for the blue. Missed it.
Alan McManus, 40.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on that one maybe. He was just starting to take control of the match. He knew that that shot was key to possibly going 3-1 up.
Didn't quite get into the black, David, did he, when he was trying to stun off 2 cushions? What's he playing here? Plant.
One.
Well, that's a great pop. No, Wally laying behind the black.
Lane shot, 1.
Well, he was trying to, but he might have left Alan this red to the yellow pocket. And I think he can get himself onto the black here as well. Well, again, it's not a great shot. He had to make sure that he got the white tight to the cushion. I don't know whether you can see this bottom red, but the one left of the pink definitely goes. Well, he's playing the bottom one.
One.
Well, it wasn't a great shot there from Lin Chao, and it might have just cost him this fourth frame.
Well, we've seen a few little sort of tactical battles, and there's no doubt that McManus has shaded them all, which you would expect in fairness. And it's up to him now to put the finishing touches to this frame and make it 3-1.
Nine.
Well, that one only just went in the side door. Pot this red, but he's got to avoid the red that's near that back cushion there. He could collide into that. He's got to be careful here, otherwise he might finish out of position. Nicely done.
15.
Oh, he's clipped off the brown, but this minute, he finished a little bit middle of nowhere.
McManus, 15.
Well, choosing to try and put the blue to the side cushion, should have done better with that one. Just giving himself a little bit of insurance. Well, Alan can play the double here. It's done down for the black. Well, he's not interested in taking that red off the cushion. Played a lot of this stuff in Newport, actually. Didn't really take any risks at all in Newport.
Well, he's like granite, isn't he? I mean, he's tried to push that one to the cushion as well, just to make things even more difficult. All players are influenced by what they've seen, and Alan McManus talked about Stephen Hendry, but of course he grew up watching Steve Davis. At the time would have been the #1 player in the world when Alan was watching snooker as a boy, and of course he's played a very measured game throughout his career. He continues to into his 50s, whereas for example kids growing up today would be more influenced, I guess, by the likes of Judd Trump and the all-out attacking game. Well, it looks like he's been rather forced into bringing this red off the cushion, which he didn't want to do. .54 in front. There's still 75 on though.
Well, that's great pace on the white there. It's got Alan in some trouble. Although he's got a 54-point lead, he's got to be careful. Oh, where's that white?
Foul.
Oh
Big
dear.
shot, ball.
Yeah, he was in trouble there. It was a good shot from Lynn that he played with the safety, and Alan forced him to take it on a pot there somewhat. But to see the white go into the corner pocket, that could be disastrous. Well, he could play an easier red than this, but he's looking to open up the brown and the yellow. Now he's gone back to plan A.
One. Seven. Eight.
Well, I could have done with that, pushing the brown onto the cushion, because you're going to need that.
I'd like to see this line in a couple of years' time, David, because he can obviously play. You know, get a little bit of experience under his belt. He's a good cueist, and if he can get himself onto the main tour, who knows?
11.
Well, there's a lot of players, obviously, in China, and they only pick the best for these wildcard rounds. So he would have had to have done well in Chinese events just to get into this tournament.
Oh, hang on. Oh, anyway, but
17.
Well, he was getting a bit of luck earlier, wasn't he? A bit of good luck, but he's finished on nothing here.
Being shot, 17.
it's very difficult to get safe from that one and not leave anything on.
So McManus, 33 in front. He's going to need 2 of the 3 reds.
Oh, Alan was a mile away there. Oh, he's clipped the other one off as well. Well, that should be end of frame.
One. Three.
Well, this is effectively frame ball. It's taken nearly 2 hours to get to the interval.
4.
But it looks like it's going to be Alan McManus leading 3-1 when they go to the break. If they do a drop in this in, it's only one snooker at the moment. If that had gone in, it would have been 3, but it didn't go in.
Well, that's a pretty good shot there. Now, can Alan get in behind this blue here? Catch this red? Got to put a lot of side on the white, but he's played it very well. Caught it clean. Well done. Well, that's a bonus for Lynn, just nudging that brown off the cushion. That's the last thing Alan wanted. He's got to just be careful now. I know there's still a snooker required, but the yellow and brown in good positions now for snookers. Just throw the red around the table. Oh, he could just come off it thin.
Well, they don't call him Angles McManus for nothing. It's going to have to be a good snooker if Lin Shui is going to lay one. But it is only one. If McManus had potted that black, I think they'd probably now be in the dressing rooms for the interval, but still half a chance here.
I just wonder whether Alan will have a go at this. If he knocks it in, the frame is over, of course. Could play it up and down. Well, there you go.
Oh, so close to going in. It would have been ironic, really, because of course Lin Shui fluked one into that pocket in frame 2.
You just read my mind out. The thing is, if he pots the red and black here, just look where the yellow and brown are. Well, that's fair enough, but he could have done with the white tied to the pink. I thought he might have gone for the pot there. Well, you said Angles McManus, David. He's got to find one here.
Yes, and of course it's not always just the angles, knowing the angles. You know, these cushions sometimes can throw a little bit unexpectedly, or might be something like that happen. So, not absolutely guaranteed to hit this.
Well, I would suggest 3 cushions here. He's got to come off the left-hand cushion just near the middle pocket. Well, over a minute thinking time. It's very important, this, because of course if he does miss it, Lynn can pinch this frame, make it 2 apiece, and Alan doesn't want that. He doesn't want to get embroiled in a match. He should win this match pretty comfortably, we know that. If it was 2-all, anything could happen. 3-1, he should be able to take control. He's gone off the 1 cushion, but he's missed it.
零帅 4.
So there's now 33 in it with a possible 35 on. He can win the frame. And he's keeping the pressure on.
It was a pretty good shot to hit it because he had to bounce the white into the cushion, but he has left the red on, and if he's got enough angle here, Lynn, he could get out for this black off 2 cushions. Well, it's downward striking, so it must be pretty straight. Hang on, not another one, surely. Well, nice shot, but fairly easy to hit here for Alan. Well, will he take this on down the cushion, get himself onto the black? He could actually screw back in behind the pink here. It's not a bad finish. I think he's having to come off the back cushion here. I don't think he can see enough of this red to take it on. And this could finish anywhere. Well, it's on. Well, I think this frame is over now. Just over 30 minutes, but Allen has this red into the centre pocket. And that's cuttable from that angle. This to lead 3-1 then at the interval.
It's been a struggle.
1.
2 hours to get to the interval. It's not really been fluent stuff, but obviously McManus is going to be the happier of the two. He's been put through his paces here by Lin Shuai, but looks like the Scot, having potted that red, is going to be too clear. I think he could probably do with the break, just 15 minutes just to clear his mind. Come back, try and kill it off as quickly as he can. Well, certainly now, frame is his.
8.
This World Open actually started life in Allen's home city of Glasgow. It was the successor to the Grand Prix. It was won by Neil Robertson and then came out to China last season, won by Mark Allen.
13. 17.
Difficult match for him. He won't know much about his opponent. He's a wild card, so in a operating on a different sort of pressure. Not the same with the rankings and prize money as the professionals. But at the moment, experience is telling.
22.
And Alan McManus goes to the interval
And the
with a 3-1 advantage.
Like 15 minutes late.
As I say, I think he'll be pleased the interval's come along now. Just 15 minutes to clear his mind and then come back and try and win the 2 frames he needs to set up an all-Scottish match against John Higgins in the last 32. Well, Ricky Walden against Peter Ebden continues on Eurosport 1 on this channel. During the interval, we're going to show you the last frame of the From that, we'll have the rest of this match with Alan McManus leading here by 3 frames to 1.
In the rink and on the brink, the skating stars of the future take to the ice in Milan, where their mission is simple: total control of the world's World Junior Figure Skating Championships from Wednesday, live on Eurosport 2.
Well, Maguire knows full well that could have been a different story there if Bingham had just got on a colour. But he didn't. This must take you back, Joe, to a few deciders you played in down the years.
Very nerve-wracking affairs, aren't they? And the problem is that you're just hoping for a chance, and you don't want to let yourself down. And sometimes you never get one. Sometimes you get 5 or 6 chances in deciders and still don't win. That's another good safety from Stuart Bingham.
Fault and miss. Stropping hand.
He wants this one to slow down. He needs this to slow down, otherwise he's going to leave a red on. He's left 2 on. That's a good shot, but just didn't get hold of the cue ball.
Thank you. Please keep quiet.
Well, I did ask, didn't I, how many more twists there'd be? Well, plenty is the answer. Great pot, white in the middle. That's the thing about sport, though. It's, you know, it's not a Hitchcock film. This is just the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. There's no script.
Has he left anything? I feel sure he wouldn't have played it that way if he was leaving something. A possibility of a plant there. You'd have to hit the right hand side of the reds as we're looking at them now, which means he could take that cue ball back towards baulk and play it with some kind of safety. Play it for the yellow or the green. This is definitely a chance. Well, he's seen another one. Well, he thought he was going to get it because he didn't play up the table, although I don't know why he didn't. He could have still won the frame from the yellow than the pink. Problem is, playing for the pink, he leaves reds on. So he must have thought that was a certainty. But still, play up for the yellow. A chance then. Pink and blue available. just the right side of the blue.
Well, Maguire's been put through the mill, not just today, but for the last few years. He's been close a couple of times. Last season, lost 9-7 in the German Masters final to Ronnie O'Sullivan, 10-9 in the China Open final to Peter Ebden. He's been knocking on the door.
10.
Is it about to open? Well, this time Bingham looking on.
$24.
He's loved snooker since he was a boy. His late grandfather Paddy famously knocked down a wall between two rooms in his house to install a full-size table so that young Stephen could go there after school and practice his skills.
Didn't want the kiss, but it's not too bad.
30.
It also helped him, of course, when he was a teenager that he practiced with the great Stephen Hendry.
$31.
Has to go the right side of the blue. He's the wrong side, so it's in and out of balk. And we've seen this being made a mess of at least a couple of times today. It's a run on, a run on. Has it got there? It looks tight from here. Has it got there? I know we talk about fractions, but that's even less than a fraction. That's a fraction of a fraction. We could get it. 42 in front.
Well, two reds and two pinks are going to put him 62 in front with 59 on.
43.
And he played that so casually. And there was a lot of pressure on that tough pink.
44.
He's gone a little far. He may need to play the cannon to the red. Ooh, I thought he'd missed that. Caught that near angle.
Red and a pink.
50.
Bingham needs a snooker.
Just making sure.
$51.
Well, he knows. They all know. Well, it's one snooker needed. Otherwise, it's Maguire's title.
Oh, that's just to make sure.
Well, you can see what it means to him. He's waited 5 long years since his last major ranking title. And he's had to work so hard today to win this one, but surely he's won it now. Here was the celebration. My word, he's been put through it by Stuart Bingham. It's been a classic, this match. It's had a bit of everything. But I think ultimately Bingham will look back at frame 13, where he had a chance to lead 8-5. That's where it turned round.
Yes, and I think he's deserved to win as well, simply because he kept in control of himself when things were going wrong.
Well, he's a great player, is Stephen Maguire, a great competitor. I'm sure he felt it was about time he won another one. Who's to say, with quite a bit of snooker still to come this season, there won't be more silverware for this Scotsman. He wears his heart on his sleeve, but my word, he gives it everything. And this is going to be a very special few moments for him, and indeed his supporters. It's been a great battle in Newport, but after 5 years without a major title, the drought is over, the wait is over for Stephen Maguire. What a battle it was. Stuart Bingham gave it everything, but it's Stephen Maguire who wins the 2013 Welsh Open.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A real thriller here, but he's finally done it. He's beaten Stuart Bingham by 9 frames to 8.
Great Welsh Open finals. Another round of applause, please, for both men.
In the rink and on the brink, the skating stars of the future take to the ice in Milan, where their mission is simple: total control of the world's World Junior Figure Skating Championships from Wednesday, live on Eurosport 2.
Frame 5. 林帅吃嘴。
Welcome back to day 1 of the Haikou World Open. Lin Shui here, 19-year-old wildcard, breaking off in frame 5. He's trailing 3-1 to Alan McManus. First to 5 will play John Higgins in the last 32. They went to the interval on the other side as well. 2-2, Ricky Walden and Peter Ebden. Mark Joyce 4-1 up in his match. If he comes through, he'll play Judd Trump. Nigel Bond 3-1 up. And if he comes through, he'll be in the last 16, because Ali Carter, scheduled opponent, has withdrawn. Bit of a struggle, it has to be said, to get to the interval. 2 hours between these two, but McManus, now that he is 3-1 and now that he's had that 15-minute break, I'm sure will be determined to try and put the match away as quickly as he can.
Pretty good cue ball, but push that red towards the corner pocket. Not easy though from there. Might see Lynn take it on. Well played.
1.
Nice little cannon as well. Good angle on the yellow to get down towards these reds. Just looking at the blue. What he's playing on there, well, he's got a kick. He intended to be on the right hand red. He might have gone a fraction too far. I thought he would have run through for the red that's just above the black. He can only play a safety.
林帅 6.
And there's no doubt this lad can play, David, and as much there's just one or two little tactical battles. We were having a chat, weren't we? And you know that obviously Alan came through with the experience. A couple of years down the road, when he's got a little bit more experience under his belt, I'm sure that we'll see him on our screens once more.
Well, I guess it's just ironing out the little bit of rawness that you would expect of someone of his age. He's 19. You'd learn the kind of all-round stuff by playing people like Alan McManus and other top professionals, and everyone's had to learn it. Well, that was all wrong. And although he's 3-1 up, he's not played great stuff really, so he's not a certainty to come through this match. Oh well, too thin.
Well, the black's available now. Just wonder whether Alan might just drop this red in though, just float it in and get himself on that black. He could stun over for it actually, but the easier shot would be just drop it in. But at present, he hasn't taken anything on. It's been too risky. That's a good shot, very clever. It's just opened things up at this end of the table as well. Shot to nothing on here though, just called it too thin.
Foul. 林帅 4.
Mistake there, then his opponents, I suppose he's put distance between the cue ball and the reds, but there is a red on here to the left corner.
Well, he's certainly not afraid of going for his shots, Lin Shui, but his problem today is not enough of them have gone in.
One. Six.
You could just stun down for the pink into the middle here. Wanted to be straight on this red, so he could have taken the pink to the corner.
Seven.
Well, you can still do that now. He's kind of into that red. But again, it's just one of those awkward ones. It still needs potting. Well, he elected to play the blue and has played it very well. But again, the black has found itself tied up. Well, it's still a bit of a stretch in with the mini butt on, but he hasn't played that one too well. I can only assume that he was trying to get onto the pink to the middle. Could still play it, but it's not an easy pot.
Yeah, he wasn't impressed, was he? He heard the loud sigh from Alan McManus there, just a little bit of frustration. I'm sure he feels he should be winning this match. He is 3-1 up, but he hasn't played particularly well to get to there, and he's still just struggling to score, having to play safe there, and it's just a bit of a struggle all round.
1.
Well, I think he thought about chipping this one in down this end of the table, but decided the best shot was the double. It was a good one. He's got himself in. To the other side of the red, of course.
3.
I think Alan just wants to sort of try and get out of here now as fast as possible and prepare for the match against John Higgins. As David has already mentioned, he knows that he should win this match pretty comfortably, but you have to make sure that you play the right shots and not take any liberties. Well, this should help. If you can, if you've got an angle on this red, you can just
8.
come around off 2 cushions for the black. Yes, it's not bad. It's got a slight angle.
Nine.
Oh, perfect now to get those 4 reds open. It's not bad.
16.
Be funny in a way if he does win, because he and John Higgins live very close to one another in Scotland, and yet they've had to travel thousands of miles around the world to play each other in a tournament.
17.
But that's how it is in snooker now. Of course, this is one of 5 ranking events this season in China.
Twenty-four. 25.
Just split the 2 reds here, would be ideal. Well played. Well, there'll be a chance to win the frame from here now.
32.
Yeah, 35 in front. There's a red as well wedged up to the green, which is going to be a bit of security for Alan McManus. So looking like 4-1. He just holds himself steady here, and that would of course take him to the brink of victory.
$41.
Well, again, that could have been better. From his point of view, he didn't really want to bring that red into the open. He wanted to make sure he avoided it and got himself onto the blue. It's not an easy pot on the blue now. cue ball will be going towards that corner pocket.
Ella McManus, 41.
Yeah, so Lynn here taking the opportunity to bring the red and green into play. Alan decided to take on the more difficult black with an element of safety. He's got to be careful now because there's not a difficult ball on the table and there's plenty on there for Lynn.
Yes, and what a great chance he had there a few shots ago to win that frame. He'll be very disappointed, I'm sure, McManus, that he didn't do so. Well, not at that visit, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why he played the cannon into that red on the cushion, David. He's obviously trying to avoid it, but has to be careful.
I think that's been, for him, the frustration today. He has had chances here and there and hasn't been killing the frames off as clinically as he would have liked. So it's just been a bit of a struggle, really.
Four.
Well, that's a disaster. The good thing is that he's got a couple of balls safe on the side cushions. I think that was an attempted pot.
One.
Might have to play the green now. It's gone too far there for the intended blue. That's allowed him to nudge a red off the cushion. Now, will he play the one down the cushion here, the more difficult one?
Four.
That one won't go. I think the other one is a bit of a stretch. If he takes on the more difficult one, which I think he's about to do, he's putting the extension on his cue. If he can drop that one in, he's obviously it's going to be much easier from there. And he will be on the black. But we've often seen these wobble in the jaws. Looks pretty tight to that cushion there.
Four.
So the red stays out. McManus comes to the table 36 points in front, so a couple of 3 balls away from making it 4-1.
One.
Well, the black will make it 44 with 43 on, but I can't see him missing the red after this black. Well, it was a difficult red down the cushion for Lynn there, but we said that if it goes in, it was giving him
8.
himself every chance to win the frame. This to really make sure then, a 4-1 lead.
9.
Well, again, not a clean kill in this frame, but he should have done enough now to get himself 3 frames clear with 4 frames left to play. Of course, he hopes they won't need all 4.
16. 17. 19. 21.
Well, we hadn't seen Alan McManus on our screens for a while, until the Welsh Open, where he reached the quarter-finals. He's looking for another good run this week.
24.
And in terms of the scoreline, he'll be happy enough, if not necessarily the performance.
28.
Well, again, Lynn did have a chance there, but missed that tricky red. Just stayed in the jaws rather than dropping.
33. 4. Alan McManus.
So Alan McManus wins another frame. Didn't take it at his first chance, but made the most of that last chance, and he now leads here by 4 frames to 1. And so Alan McManus is going to need 1 more frame, and he'll be through to the last 32 to play John Higgins.
Funny old game, snooker. It's a game that can go either way, turning quickly from misery to joy, where success requires special vision and a very cool head. Without them, the wheels too easily fall off. Haikou World Open. Every day, live on Eurosport 2.
In the rink and on the brink, the skating stars of the future take to the ice in Milan, where their mission is simple: total control of the world's World Junior Figure Skating Championships from Wednesday, live on Eurosport 2.
So Alan McManus needs 1 more frame to reach the first round proper, in effect, the last 32. 4-1 he leads here. Mark Joyce is also a frame away. He's 4-2 up in his match. Nigel Bond 4-1 up. So at the moment, the qualifiers are having the better of it. In a first round match, though, Ricky Walden and Peter Ebden, that's 2-2. That's slow going over there. It's on Eurosport 1 this morning. And, well, a long way to go, obviously, in that one yet. Alan McManus hopes not much further to go in this one. Just waiting for his opponent to return. Fair to say the crowds haven't flocked to the venue today. I'm sure they will pick up during the week. And some of the bigger names come in. There aren't really, with all due respect to everyone today, huge names playing. But from tomorrow, obviously, the big names will start coming in. Not least Ding Junhui. China's own, he's up against Michael Holt. Well, while we've got a moment, we're just going to have a look at the other table. So it's 2-2, and Ebden in front here, 19-0 in frame 5. He won the last before the interval, but this has been pretty slow going. In fact, the next session is supposed to start 2 hours 10 minutes from now. This is not guaranteed to be over. They might have to bring them off, which is very rare, really, in a best of 9 at a venue. You see it sometimes in qualifying, but at a venue they've got 5 hours to play the match. Might not happen, of course, but it is a danger.
Peter Ebden 1.
Didn't quite get the snooker there. So we'll just stay with this until Lin Shui returns to continue our match. Ricky Walden, a reminder that he's playing with Steve Maguire's cue, and indeed wearing his waistcoat, because his stuff didn't turn up. Didn't get off the plane. Well, there's Alan, still waiting. He's a pretty patient sort, though. You have to be, I think, in this game. So, Walden and Ebden, that continues now on Eurosport 1. Well, we wait for Lin Shui. We've been waiting a while, frankly. Reminder, the first prize here, 85,000. It's gone up by 10,000 from last year. Mark Allen is the defending champion. He's up against Ryan Day in the first round. So good matches, actually. Sean Murphy against Martin Gould. Neil Robertson against Dominic Dale. Mark Williams looking for a bit of confidence. Tough match for him against Marco Fu. And Steve Maguire, the winner last week in Newport, he plays another Scot, Marcus Campbell. As long as Ricky Walden gives him his cue back, of course. They could play each other, those two, in the next round. Although, as we know, Walden is involved in a real fight against Peter Ebden on the other table. Well, we're still waiting, so we'll have another look at it.
Thank you. Blue ball.
It's obviously difficult for Walden. I mean, there again, he's lost position.
6.
Difficult for him with someone else's cue. Anyway, we're now ready to restart. Alan McManus leads 4-1. He needs one more frame, and he's going to be through to the last 32.
Well, that was some pot. Just look where he's finished on the pink as well.
Seven. Eight.
Nice little cannon there to free up the black. That was a great shot. Had the perfect angle as well to do that. What a chance this is from that great opening red. Well, I suppose his attitude now is that I'm just going to have a go. He's 4-1 behind. He's going to attack. Well, he doesn't want this to go behind its own spot, because he doesn't know if the pink spot's available, so it would snooker himself on the red. No problem.
15. 23. 24. 31. 32. 39. 40. 47. 48. 55.
Good play. Back for the blue here. Nice angle on the blue to split the pack.
56.
And that's perfect. Well, if he gets a good split, this frame is over. Well, he caught that red bang on the nose, but he's got one to the left corner. I think he's covered everything to the right.
61.
Nothing there, but he still has this other red. He could just stun over for the black.
Oh, a great break it's been. Good first red. It's kept going nicely. A couple more balls needed and it's going to be 4-2.
Yeah, he played a little bit like this earlier on, David. He might have had Alan in some trouble.
69.
Oh dear, dear.
69.
Well, that's incredible. Still enough on here. There's 75 on, 69 in it.
Yeah, that was frame ball. What has he done?
He can't believe it. He can't believe it. I think he just took that one for granted.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think he just got ahead of himself a little bit there. What a chance this is for Alan here. Again, not a difficult ball on the table. Close out the match here.
Well, this would be a sickener for the young man if he were to lose from that, because it was best break of the match by far and just needed one more ball to kill it off. Slightly took it for granted and now he may not get another shot.
Eight. 9. 16. 17. 23. 24.
'Well, it could be we get the two biggest breaks of the match in the same frame. Lin Shui made 69, but not enough to win the frame. There's enough on here for McManus to clear up.
30. 31.
'em. No, I think there's somebody just moving on a line of his shot, just asking them to sit still. Oh dear me.
Alan McManus, 31.
Well, I don't know whether that was just a distraction or it was a kick. But it's cost him this frame, and we're going into another.
1.
Well, he was shaking his head. I don't know whether the movement he complained about reoccurred there, but very surprising miss.
林帅.
Well, that doesn't really matter. I don't think 39 in it. Well, he's going to play on, but he needs 3 snookers. It's a great chance to steal frame and match there.
Alan McManus, 2.
Well, that's
4.
one of the 3.
Alan McManus, 4.
Oh, this frame is over now.
I don't know whether he's conceding there or what he was doing, but Lin's come back to the table. But anyway, he's going to pop this obviously, and he's going to make it 4-2. So the miss on 69 in the end didn't prove to be crucial. McManus failed to clear up. And having got 1 snooker, he then played the shot that left the green on.
3 and the
I don't think he'll be playing on now, so we're going to get at least 1 more frame. Did have a chance there, but couldn't quite take it. Don't know whether he was slightly disturbed when he was on the pink. He did seem to miss it by some distance. But whatever, Lin has taken the frame, so McManus now leads here by 4 frames to 2.
Wednesday nights on Eurosport 2. Meet the crew from World Wrestling Entertainment. In this week, follow the rise and falls of the meanest wrestlers on the planet. And then check out their idols, the guys who inspired the new generation. This week, and Vintage Collection livens up any Wednesday night. WWE, Wednesday night on Eurosport 2.
So it's day one of the Haikou World Open, and it's 4-2 to Alan McManus. It was 4-1. Lin Shuhei has won the 6th frame, and he's hoping to mount a full-scale comeback. He certainly played very confidently that last frame. Good first red, and looked like he was going to make a frame-winning break. Broke down on 69, but ultimately it didn't cost him. If he starts knocking them in now, then McManus might just start to wobble a little bit. He wants this match out the way. He doesn't want any close finishes, any deciders. Yeah, nothing wrong with that one.
It certainly wasn't. That was a great pot. Well, he was hoping to be a lot closer to this red than he is now, but he can drop this in for the black. But he should have really been right behind this. From this distance, and with the rest, it's missable.
Alan McManus 6.
Well, if Alan loses this frame, the frustration will set in.
One. Eight. Nine. Oh, 14.
That was a nice contact there.
15.
All of a sudden, this young man's thinking, I've got half a chance here, especially if I can make it 4-3.
Twenty-two. 23. 30. 31.
'Again, a nice little cannon, but I think he's been a little bit unfortunate there. He's covered the path to this right corner pocket. There's nothing there. That could be under break.
Ling Shuai, 36. One.
Well, again, a nice little cannon there to finish on the black. You can drop this in, get rid of the red on the black spot, and return it to its own spot. Settling for the one into the middle pocket for the time being, but what a great chance this is to pull back yet another frame.
8.
Alan McManus was in the balls in the last frame, missed that fairly simple pink to the middle. I think he was disturbed by somebody moving about on his eye line, but it doesn't take long for things to turn around in this game of snooker. All of a sudden, you're flying, you're in control. Within 15-20 minutes,
16.
the pressure comes on.
17.
A big credit to this young man here. His head didn't go down at 4-1.
Black ball.
Oh,
Ling Shuai, 17.
now then. Well, this is obviously taking the same pattern as the last frame, so Alan's got another chance here to win the frame and match. Still got that slightly awkward red on the side cushion. This is a little bit harder than the last one was.
1.
But he has the chance nonetheless to get himself into the next round against John Higgins.
Pressure's on a bit here, I think. He had a chance, as you say, in the last frame to win the match and ultimately didn't take it. And if he doesn't take it here, then he will be sweating. If it goes 4-3, particularly his opponent starting to knock a few in, it's pressure on McManus. One match that has swung round from 4-1. Mark Joyce was leading Nopan Sengkam of Thailand 4-1, but that's just gone 4 each.
15.
for the right to play Judd Trump.
Still got the problem of this red on the left hand side here.
21.
Let's have an angle on the pink, just drop in behind it.
22.
He's underhit that by a mile. It doesn't go into the middle, obviously. It's a terrible shot. He might as well have played on the more difficult red.
Alan McManus, 28.
Well, again, I don't think he's covered it. I think it is possible that Lynn can get through to this one. Well, it just depends where this finishes. Alan having some trouble getting over the line here, David.
Yes, in a way surprising because he has been playing well, but as I said at the start, you know, these wildcard matches, they're tough for the qualifiers. You've already come through qualifying and then you've got to kind of do it again, and you're playing people who are not under the same pressure in terms of points and prize money.
Yes, and Xu Yingwei on table 4 against Nigel Bond. He's fighting back there from he was 4-1 behind. This looks like it's going 4-3.
Well, it was a chance, but the red didn't go in.
One.
Nicely done.
Don't think he'll be taking the pink on though. Just be laying the snooker. Can't get anywhere near the red.
Pink shot, 1.
Well, that's a clever shot, putting the pink safe. And he's used the blue to stop Alan coming off his left-hand cushion, I think.
Oh no, he left it over the pocket. Well, surely it's going to be 4-3 now. And the pressure is building on Alan McManus. He can't kill this off, and the match is getting closer and closer.
1.
Well, black here would be 28 in front with 27 on. McManus would need a snooker.
Black ball. Eight. Ten. 13.
Well, a bit of concern, I suspect, starting to grow for the Scotsman here. Still in front, but it was 4-1. It's going to be 4-3 now, just one in it.
17.
And he has had chances in each of the last 2 frames. From behind, he's had chances. A good one in the previous frame, but missed the pink to the middle.
22. 28.
Well, he's obviously enjoying himself, Lin Shui. Why not? And he's starting to enjoy the match more and more now that he's made it a lot closer.
35 in the friendly track.
Well, McManus left the last red on, and Lin Shui has done the rest. And McManus, having been in full control of this match at 4-1, is now involved in a bit of a struggle to finish it off, because it's now just 4-3. Well, not too surprised to see McManus leave the arena between frames, because he's bang under it now, but still in front, looking for a clear-cut chance in the next frame. He doesn't want a decider, that's for sure. Well, Ricky Walden 3, Peter Ebdon 2, a bit of a go slow on table 1. That's on Eurosport 1 as well right now. Walden 1 frame in front there. Mark Joyce 4 each. He was 4-1 up, and Senkam, his opponent, 26-0 up in the next frame in the balls. Nigel Bond 4-3 over Zhu Yingwei. Here's Walden and Ebdon. Ricky, as I say, 3-2 up and 10-0 in the next frame at the table. So a chance possibly to pull away, although it's not been that sort of match so far. They may not get all the frames in. It depends really what happens here. Not strictly speaking supposed to start a frame until around about 45 minutes before the next session. Well, that will be an hour from now, so we'll see. I think organisers would like them to get it out of the way, particularly as it's a TV match.
5.
Anyway, Walden with a chance here early on to build up the lead in this 6th frame. A reminder once again, it's not his cue. It didn't turn up. It wasn't on the plane. He borrowed Stephen Maguire's.
12.
If there's a percentage built into the contract.
Well, imagine if he made the biggest break of the tournament, or 147 even.
Yeah, £15,000 plus.
So that continues on Eurosport 1. Alan McManus leads 4-3. It was 4-1. Scott under a bit of pressure now.
Well, there's no way he wants this to go into a decider, that is for sure. Mark Joyce has been forced into that. Well, that could be a very, very costly mistake there from Lynn. What a chance this is for Alan. He's got to steady himself here a little bit. The boat's rocking slightly. Got to make this count.
Well, he's not made any breaks to speak of in the match. This would be a good time to start and indeed finish. Great chance. And yet, of course, if he does win, it'll be completely different sort of pressure against John Higgins. Higgins will be the man under pressure there. He's not got a lot of form of late. He'll be the favourite to come through, but not a certainty against this man. But, of course, McManus, he's not there yet in the next round. This is a big visit for him.
What a bonus that is. Well, I just wondered whether he was going to go into them or not. Chose to, and he's landed nicely on the pink.
Well, that was like Pinball Wizard. I mean, it could have finished anywhere, couldn't it? Well, there's a little fly on the pink now, just to complicate things. Ivy doesn't want to sort of move it, so might have to use the ball marker.
I'll just play the shot. It moved then.
Well, that's on one of the reds.
Sort that one out later.
Well, got a good view of the action, if nothing else.
McManus, 23.
Oh, that's unbelievable. And again, he's missed it by a mile. Well, he hasn't played a great shot there. He should have avoided the reds with the cue ball. Wasn't that difficult.
Ding shot, 1.
Oh, it's a great pot, and it's not the worst kiss in the world either. This is the other thing that's put McManus under pressure. This lad, Lin Shui, has really been going for everything, and he's been getting a lot of it.
3.
Well, certainly didn't play the white there. Well, we're disappointed there. It's a good red, but completely lost his way from the yellow. Ricky Walden's just at a 1-2-5, so he stepped it up next door, 4-2 over Peter Ebden. I think everyone will be wanting to borrow Steve Maguire's cue the way things are going. Just won the last tournament with it. Maybe he could sort of rent it out. He's not playing till Wednesday, so he's got a couple of days yet. Oh dear. Well, the blacks come back and block that red, which is fortunate for McManus.
Yeah, Alan's just a little bit all over the place at the moment. He really needs to get it together. Well, he's definitely played the red near the pocket there. Caught the one just in front of it, I should say. Not the best of times at the moment for Alan McManus in this match.
It seemed to me his problem started when he missed that pink. Lynn here missed on 69 in the 6th frame, and there was enough on, 75 on, managed to clear. The balls were well positioned. He's missed the pink to the right centre, and since then he's been all at sea really. Oh dear.
Pink strike. 5.
I think he's got away with that. Good shot from Alan there. A touch more, that might have dropped in the corner pocket there.
Well, that's playing time, 3 hours. Of course, there's been breaks between frames as well, but in terms of the actual playing time, 3 hours. Been quite drawn out, some of it, really, some scrappy periods of play.
And that's a mistake from Lynn. But the colours are a little bit scrappy. Black's tied up. I think Alan might be able to hold for the blue here, but then he'll have to negotiate the bulk colours with the cue ball. Again, well, he might be able to play this up and down. Again, this is a good chance for him.
Well, it would appear that something was in his eye line there. Well, is that pocket again? That's the one he missed the pink into that I mentioned in the 6th frame. We've had the first result of the day. Nigel Bond has won 5-3 against Su Ying Hui, and that puts Nigel into the last 16. Ali Carter was withdrawn. He was supposed to be his opponent, so it's a massive win for Bond. He's in the last 16. Another player who's a veteran status, I guess, Nigel. World Seniors champion, who's doing well. Alan McManus as well, of course. Ken Doherty we saw in Newport. All 40-somethings. But McManus hasn't been doing so well the last half an hour or so. Well, completely missed it. And lucky really that went in the corner pocket, because that cue ball was coming back towards the Reds. Now then, is he still going to take this one on? It would appear so. No, he's not potted it though.
Well, it was close again, but not quite. Alan's got a chance here now to chip this red into the left corner.
Another winner, Mark Joyce, another qualifier, 5-4. He's 4-1 up there, but he's won 5-4. He'll play Judd Trump. Now, of course, he beat him in the UK Championship first round from 5-2 down, beat him 6-5 in December. So Trump maybe eyeing a little bit of revenge there. Well, he was having a few words there, Alan. Wasn't happy about something. It's not like him to kind of get wound up about stuff, but I think he was there.
Yeah, he's either got a big bounce off the cushion, and perhaps it's either a photographer taking a picture or somebody in his eye line.
1.
Amazing to find the gap there. So Brendan Moore, the referee on the other table, actually doing Peter Ebdon. Ricky Walden was just having a few words with the photographer because he was taking shots while the player was playing the shot. I don't mind them taking the pictures, but do it just after they've played the shot. And we do know what it's like in China. They do like a picture or two.
Hello. Oh. Well, there's the difference. He, if that had gone in, who knows? But he's left it on.
If this goes 4-4, Dave, anything can happen.
Absolutely. Well, he's clearly under it, isn't he? I mean, for Alan to sort of have words is very unusual. You can see just in his body language he's feeling it. It's a match he was firmly in control of a short time ago.
Nicely done. Well, these need some sorting out. There's no way you can stay on the black here, so might have to go down for the green and the brown.
9. 12. 13. 16. 17.
Well, he's freed up the reds. This is a big shot now because he's sacrificed the positional side a little bit, and this is not guaranteed on the black, especially if he plays full-blooded position on the next red.
Being strike 17.
Well, he didn't. And he played to pot the black. He's taken the white away from the reds. He's all at sea here a little bit, Alan. Well, Lynn not able to take advantage. So another good chance here for Alan then to put this match away.
8. Nine.
Well, that's unlucky, but he might still go for the double here. He's got the angle to come down for the black.
16.
He won't need that awkward blue either.
Bob.
Oh dear.
Alan McManus 16.
It's all happening.
Strike 4. One.
Well, that was some pop, especially if the brown goes past the yellow. Yeah, I just fancied him taking that on. Well, after all that's gone, oh, he's playing the snooker, I think. After all that's gone on here, imagine if Alan loses this frame and we do go into a decider.
Didn't play that very well, did he? You know, he didn't get tight to the brown.
Well, Alan's got a shot on the yellow here, but he's got to be able to hit side and top cushions first. And I think the blue might just be in the way to do that. I'm not sure. If he hits side cushion first after this one, he'll get nowhere near the green. Hang on. Oh. It was always a danger with that shot. Well, he's thinking, what's happening?
Well, it doesn't matter how much you love snooker. He'll be hating every minute of this at the moment. Everything is going wrong for him, or it has done in the last half an hour or so.
But well, Alan's got a little bit, still got a little bit of insurance left here because Lynn needs up to and including the blue. I'd like to delay the snooker. Well played. That's a clever shot. Well, good escape, but he has left it on. Well, he refused the pot because he couldn't get onto the green, of course.
Well, 10th times here, just 1 point in it. But Ricky Walden has won on the other table, 5-2. He pulled away from 2-all at the interval with Peter Ebdon, so he's going to have to give Steve Maguire his cue back, because if Maguire beats Campbell, they play each other in the last 16. But it's job done with the borrow cue. Let's hope his actual cue turns up before his next match.
Meanwhile, we've still got to sort this one out.
Well, at the moment, it's looking like who has a chance at the yellow. All the balls off their spots. It's been a scrappy frame again. Just 1 point in it.
No, 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 and this is a chance, especially where the balls are placed now. If you can just pop this yellow in and get onto the green, he might just float this in. Play it dead weight. They're all in the open. Just needs one good pot here. No. I just wonder whether Lynn might attempt the double. He's looking at the yellow past the pink. Double into the left middle. He's bound to be on the green, but I think he's taking it to the right centre. Well played. Well, he could have done that white, just rolling a little bit further. Will he take this green on? Oh, what a shot that is. Don't tell me he snookered himself.
Be a bit unlucky if he has. I'd say one thing for him. He's trying to win here. He's going for his shots. He's not gone cautious.
Can he swerve it? Unlucky.
零帅 5.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Well, like I say, he's trying to win.
Mm. And this is frame ball. This is to take us into a decider.
Oh, just stays out. Just stays out. Well, Alan, this is a chance now to win it.
Well, I think he's just going to be falling over the line here, isn't he? And he'd be glad of that, to be honest. Well, that's gone on.
Blue, pink and black needed. Well, you got to credit Lin Shui. He tried to win there, and that blue only just stayed out, but stay out it did.
11.
McManus is going to be so grateful that there's not going to be a decider. That's, of course, if he pots this black, because it's this black he needs to put himself through to face John Higgins in the last 32. Relief for Alan McManus. He led 4-1. He looked like he was firmly in control at that point, but my word, things got tense after that. It could so easily have been 4-4. That blue just stayed out, and Alan McManus gratefully potting blue, pink and black to win the 8th frame, to win the match, to beat Lin Shui by 5 frames to 3. And as I say, he'll play John Higgins, his great friend from Glasgow, in the last 32. There's also been wins for Ricky Walden and Nigel Bond. They're both through to the last 16. Mark Joyce will play Judd Trump in the last 32, Joyce winning earlier. We'll be back, well, about an hour from now, 11:30 British time. 2 more matches coming your way. One in the wildcard round, Simon Bedford against Lou Hayerson, just a 15-year-old, but already a quarter-finalist this season in the International Championship as a wildcard. And an entertaining match, I think, on table 2. Mark Davis against Robert Milkins. Milkins was a semi-finalist here last year. He was a quarter-finalist in Wales. Of course, Mark Davis, the World 6 Reg champion, and now in the top 16. So we're on both channels. We'll have live coverage of both tables for you just under an hour's time, as you just watch a few shots from the match you've just watched. As I say, I think McManus' relief will be his main emotion to have come through in the end there. My word, it was a bit of a scramble, but the main thing for him is that he won and he didn't have to go through the ordeal of a deciding frame. So we'll see it about